Today, you're in for an unusual video because we'll take a look inside a typical Japanese apartment. And believe me, there are things that not only surprise but truly shock, especially those who have never lived in Japan. In this video, you'll see the top strangest and most unexpected things you can find in a Japanese home. It'll be like a walkthrough of an apartment, from the front door to the bathroom, with stops at the wildest and most unfamiliar details for foreigners. Let's go! Let's start at the entrance. When you enter a Japanese apartment, the first thing you'll notice is the built-in mailbox right in the door. It's not a separate mailbox outside like in many other countries. The mail carrier can simply drop a letter or notice straight through the door, and you can easily grab it from the pocket on the inside without even stepping outside. Very convenient, especially during the rainy or snowy seasons. The next shock for many foreigners is the special entryway area, which is always about 10 to 15 centimeters lower than the main floor. Why? It's simple. This is where you must remove your outdoor shoes. There are always house slippers here, and often separate toilet slippers too, although those are usually kept in the bathroom. And this isn't just a custom, it's a strict rule of etiquette. Entering a home in shoes is almost seen as an insult. If you look closely, you won't immediately see outlets or wires in many Japanese apartments. They're usually hidden and made as aesthetically clean as possible, often behind sliding panels or inside cabinets. Some apartments even have floor outlets that only pop up when needed. This kind of minimalism shocks many people who are used to visible cables everywhere. Honestly, in many apartments, everything is hidden. I don't know if we just got unlucky, but in our place, the wires are always visible. When we had 2 air conditioners installed, they did it kind of awkwardly. The first unit was installed when we first moved in, and it was done really well. All the hoses were hidden, but the second one was installed by a different company. We figured it didn't matter, so when the season started, we just went with an ad we saw. Well, you better take a look for yourself to see what they did. I don't even know how to comment on it. Guys, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for the effort. Now let's talk about hidden storage, cabinets built into the wall or even under the floor. Let's take a peek at the wall. Yes, in Japanese apartments, built-in closets that look like regular walls are very common. But if you press the right spot, you'll reveal a whole storage compartment. Some apartments even have hidden floor compartments for seasonal items. It's a lifesaver when every bit of shelf space is precious. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that in our place. We've got walls where you can't even hammer in a nail, so it's not convenient at all. Walls in Japanese homes are often made of thin drywall, and driving in nails can damage the structure. Plus, neighbors can hear everything. That's why people use special adhesives, sticky hooks, or gels to hang pictures or shelves. And they try to be as quiet as possible, even walking around in soft indoor slippers, so as not to disturb the downstairs neighbors. Let's talk about anti-fog mirrors. If you want one for yourself, don't forget to like the video. Now attention, mirrors that don't fog up even after a hot shower. It may seem like magic, but it's actually a special anti-fog coating applied at the factory. You can shave or do your makeup right after a shower. It's such a small thing, but once you get used to it, you really miss it in other countries. Next, shoe drying cabinets. Usually built into the entryway and looking like regular shoe storage, they have built-in heaters or dryers that dry your shoes after rain. This is especially helpful during typhoon season when your shoes get soaked almost every day. And finally, the thing that makes anyone jealous who has ever missed a package delivery. Many residential buildings in Japan are equipped with smart parcel lockers. If you're not home, the courier will leave the package in one of these lockers, lock it, and you'll receive a special code. You can pick it up anytime. No talking, no receipts, no stress. In the age of online shopping, it's a dream come true. Now, let's take a look at the bathroom and toilet in a Japanese apartment. After the entryway, the bathroom and toilet are areas that attract special attention. At first glance, they may seem like small, modest spaces, but this is where the most technology and surprises are hidden. Things that even long-time Japan residents still find fascinating. Bathroom and kitchen control panel. In most Japanese apartments, you'll find a hot water control panel. It can be located in both the kitchen and bathroom, and they usually look almost the same. The main functions include setting an exact water temperature. For example, you can set it to 42 degrees Celsius, and the water will come out warm without needing to adjust it manually. The fill bath button fills the tub automatically to the right level. The reheat button warms the same water again if it has cooled. There's even a function that lets you call someone from the bathroom to the kitchen or vice versa. For example, A child can call their mom without getting out of the bath. The panel includes a built-in microphone and speaker and works like an intercom. This is very convenient, especially if someone is taking a long bath, and in elderly care homes, it's also used as a safety feature. Smart toilet. This is probably the most famous feature of a Japanese apartment. Japanese toilets are true gadgets, not just plumbing. Standard features include heated seats, especially pleasant in winter, a bidet with adjustable water temperature and pressure, a drying function, and a built-in deodorizer that sprays automatically after use. There's also an automatic lid that opens and closes by itself. Some models even have a proximity sensor that starts heating the seat as soon as you approach. And then there's this thing, I'm sure you've heard of it, but I have to mention it, a sink on top of the toilet tank. Many toilets in Japan have a built-in sink on top. When you flush, water flows from the faucet on top so you can wash your hands right above the tank. That water then goes into the tank and is reused for the next flush. Eco-friendly and efficient. Just another example of Japanese ingenuity. Many women feel embarrassed making noise while using the toilet, so a button was created that plays the sound of running water to mask any noises. It's usually a gentle stream sound activated with one touch. In high-end models, it's even real music. Let's keep the surprises coming. Next up, washing machines. In Japan, even a washing machine can be a surprise. There are tiny models that are perfect for small apartments. They're often built right into the kitchen or bathroom. They have minimal capacity and run almost silently. Almost all Japanese washing machines use cold water by default, no heating. This is shocking to many foreigners, especially Europeans. It's explained by electricity savings and the fact that Japanese people tend to wash clothes daily rather than pile them up. You know, the downside of washing with cold water is that stains don't come out at all. You have to scrub everything by hand first before washing it. But the upside is that you don't really need to sort your laundry by color. Although I still do, because clothes don't bleed since the water is cold. When I briefly left Japan and tossed all my clothes in the washing machine as usual, the ones I was sure wouldn't bleed ended up bleeding when washed in warm water. That was an unpleasant surprise for me. Toilet occupancy light. In many apartments and homes, you can see a light indicator showing if the toilet is occupied. When the door is locked from the inside, a red light comes on outside to let others know the room is in use. This is especially convenient for families with children or in small homes with multiple residents. Bath with water reheating function. In Japanese homes, it's common not to change the bath water after each person. First, everyone takes a shower, and then, one by one, they sit in the bath to relax. To keep the water from getting cold, there's a function to reheat the already filled water. It's economical, convenient, and considered a completely normal family practice. Special floor brushes. The floor in a Japanese bathroom isn't just tile, you can pour water all over it. That's why people use long brushes or squeegees to gather water and dirt after showering. Even children sometimes clean the floor after themselves, and it's part of the culture of cleanliness. Shower zone and sit-down showering. In Japan, taking a bath and taking a shower are two separate processes. The idea is that you first sit on a small plastic stool in front of a mirror and handheld shower and completely wash yourself while seated, soap and rinse, without entering the bathtub. Only after you are fully clean do you enter the bathtub to relax. It's a ritual of cleansing and recovery, not just hygiene. Magnetic walls and accessories. In most Japanese bathrooms, the walls are made from a special metal coated in plastic. You can attach anything to them with magnets, like the shower stool, brushes, shelves, or soap dishes. This makes it easy to rearrange accessories, keep everything tidy, and avoid drilling into the walls. Living room and bedroom in a Japanese apartment. So, you've seen the bathroom, been amazed by the smart toilet and the sound button. What's next? Welcome to the living areas, where Japanese culture appears in the form of tatami, futons, and a complete lack of soundproofing. Tatami room. Tatami are straw mats used to cover the floor in traditional Japanese rooms. They're soft, smell like hay, and make a characteristic creaking sound when walked on. Think of it as the Japanese version of carpet, but with soul and history. Why are they used? People don't wear slippers here, only walk barefoot or in socks. Heavy furniture isn't placed on tatami. At most, there might be a low table, and even then, its legs are covered with special socks to protect the tatami. It's the perfect place for meditation, tea, or a spontaneous nap during work hours. That's not a closet, it's a sliding door. Instead of heavy doors with handles, you have lightweight paper and wood panels. There's absolutely no sound insulation. If you sneeze, the whole family knows. If your neighbor sneezes, You know too. Futons and the mystery of deep closets. Instead of beds, Japanese people often use futons. It's not just a mattress, it's a traditional way of sleeping on the floor. In the morning, you fold it up and put it away in the closet. It feels like sleep is turned into a daily ritual, so the room looks like an ad again. There's an interesting fact. Deep Japanese closets aren't for clothes. They're specifically for storing futons. Foreigners often open these closets expecting wardrobe space, only to realize their entire wardrobe is on a single hanger by the door, and these huge closets are only for futons. Honestly, I thought the same thing when I first came to Japan. Table that warms your soul. And it's not just a table, it's a magical low table with a triple heater and a warm blanket. You crawl under it, and it becomes like a cozy winter den for adults. You can work there, watch anime, or basically live under it until spring. How do Japanese people stay warm in winter? There's no central heating in Japan. Even in Tokyo, it can be around 5 degrees Celsius in winter, with wind blowing everything off the balcony. So how do they stay warm? They use heating mode on the air conditioner. But the moment you step away, you're cold again. Electric carpets. Yes, that's a thing. You sit on the floor and it's heated. Warm pajamas, thermal underwear, and jackets at home. Imagine cooking at the stove in a down jacket because you're trying to stay warm, because it's actually cold. They also have bed warmers, heated seat cushions, and chair covers. They're cozy, but yes, they look like grandma's doilies. Let me tell you about the next device that will surprise you. Refrigerators with a rice storage drawer. In Japan, rice is a staple food, so it's stored with special care. Many Japanese refrigerators have a special drawer for rice, providing optimal conditions to keep it fresh. While in other countries, rice can sit on a kitchen shelf for years, in Japan, it's stored like a baby under special conditions. That's important because rice is usually bought in bulk, in 5-10 kilogram bags. It must be protected from moisture and insects. And yes, it really does spoil quickly if you don't store it properly. What really shocks guests is that the refrigerator door can open both to the left and to the right. Manufacturers considered that kitchens can be arranged differently and made the hinges universal. You can adjust the fridge to your convenience, which is especially important in a tiny Japanese kitchen where every centimeter counts. Tokonoma is a small decorative alcove in a tatami room where calligraphy, ikebana, a whistle, and a figurine are displayed. It's not just decoration, it's a spiritual space, a place of peace and harmony. Usually, nothing is touched there, no one sits there, and tea is not placed there. It's a sacred, though modest, spot in the home. Automatic curtains. You reach out your hand, and the curtains move, sometimes even on a schedule. They open at 7 a.m., close at 7 p.m. They're controlled either from a wall panel, a remote, or, with modern systems, from a smartphone. Useful if you want to wake up with the sunrise or create the illusion that someone's home when you're away. Ceiling-mounted drying systems. In the bathroom, there's often a ceiling rod that lowers with a button, and you hang laundry on it. There's also an air drying mode, so your jeans will be dry in a few hours, even if there's a typhoon outside. Universal light fixture mounts. In Japan, chandeliers are not screwed in permanently. They use a special round base where any Japanese light fixture can be easily clicked in. It takes literally 5 seconds to switch it out, like plugging in a USB. Super convenient. Anti-earthquake furniture locks. Living in Japan means living with earthquakes, so furniture is secured to the walls with special braces. These are telescopic rods that keep furniture from falling, even if the building shakes a lot. Balconies with drainage systems. Balconies in Japan are almost never enclosed, but they are equipped with drainage. Water doesn't collect, it drains through special holes in the floor. That way the balcony never floods, and you can use it to dry clothes without worrying about puddles. And honestly, my friend once told me she filled up a kiddie pool for her child on the balcony, and when it rained, she just drained the whole thing. The water drained perfectly, and that really shocked me. But in the end, there's nothing so strange about it. For the Japanese, though, I think it might be a bit shocking if they saw that. Now, I'd like to tell you about the home altar. In some Japanese homes, especially where elderly people live, there's a small household altar for prayers to ancestors. It may look like a small cabinet with doors. Inside, there are photos of deceased family members, candles, incense, fruit, and bells. This is part of Buddhist tradition. It's not found in every apartment, but it's quite common in private houses and traditional families. Well, friends, if you made it to the end of this video, you've officially earned the title of Honorary Japanese Apartment Ninja. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope not only were you surprised, but maybe you also started wondering why we still don't have toilets that sing. But if you think that's all, we haven't even gotten to the kitchen yet. And trust me, the kitchen is where things get so crazy, you'll either buy a ticket to Japan immediately or rethink all your kitchen habits. If this video gets lots of likes, comments, and kind words, I'll make a second part about kitchen gadgets that blow your mind, amaze you, and sometimes look like space technology. In the meantime, please don't forget to like this video, or the kotatsu won't keep you warm this winter. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It's definitely cozy and informative here. And of course, let us know in the comments what shocked you the most. See you in the next videos, and may your toilet seat always be heated. Bye-bye!